from over a half-dozen key creators, including designer Tim Schafer. They're sprinkled liberally throughout the story, and they're only a button press away. And since the commentary almost never has puzzles, I highly recommend turning it on in the special features menu before you begin. Manny's 12-hour tale of spiritual redemption is split into 4 chapters, each representing a year. Each one, particularly the film noir-style Year 2 and its stellar jazzy soundtrack, is chock full of interesting locations, memorably funny characters, and bizarre items. Glottis, your netherworld demon sidekick whose sole reason to exist is to drive vehicles, is easily my favorite, particularly as his role evolves into piano player, lounge singer, and shipman. But even the archetype characters are well-written, well-acted, and generally interesting.
Manny, do you mind artist at work here, eh?
As I progressed, Grimm reminded me that adventure games of yore expected a lot more from us than most games do today. That feels great, but one area that feels like a missed opportunity for modernization is that there's still no tutorial or hint system like we saw in the Monkey Island Special Edition games. As was the style of the 90s, you're simply thrown headfirst into the adventure, and any "how do I do that?" questions were answered by the thick instruction manual you were expected to read before you played. Here, you can check the button layout in the options screen, but you're given no other context for what you're actually supposed to do. If you're familiar with Telltale's modern adventures, you'll have a basic idea. But Grimm's item-based puzzles are much deeper, more complex obstacles than the dialogue of Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us adventure gamers are used to nowadays. It's a lot to keep track of, and Grim Fandango won't help you out in any way, but at least you won't be fighting the controls, which feel completely natural on a gamepad. You'll either need a good memory or a notepad and a pen to keep tabs on your current goals. That's hardly a bad thing, but it can be a bit jarring for people experiencing Grim Fandango for the first time. If you really get stuck, at least you can turn to online help, like, say, IGN's Wiki Walkthrough, to get you past that spot and let you experience the rest of this great story. I say it's a 12-hour game, but of course, you'll only progress as fast as you can solve its puzzles in Grim Fandango for the first time. If you really get stuck, at least you can turn to online help, like, say, IGN's Wiki Walkthrough, to get you past that spot and let you experience the rest of this great story. I say it's a 12-hour game, but of course, you'll only progress as fast as you can solve its puzzles in Grim Fandango for the first time. If you really get stuck, at least you can turn to online help, like, say, IGN's Wiki Walkthrough, to get you past that spot and let you experience the rest of this great story. I say it's a 12-hour game, but of course, you'll only progress as fast as you can solve its puzzles in Grim Fandango for the first time. If you really get stuck, at least you can turn to online help, like, say, IGN's Wiki